it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my year in nonfiction. This is only like a little handful of the nonfiction books I have read in the past year. So, it is, of course, November, and Luna, hello baby. It is, of course, November, and every year in November, I make a Nonfiction November TBR. This year, I'm doing something different with my TBR and not really prioritizing nonfiction, but around the blogosphere, I have noticed a thing going around called Nonfiction November, and each week, they do something completely different. So, week 1, it's coming on, so this video is going to be very late, but it is your year in nonfiction from November 2020 to November 2021. And so I have written down the books I have read from November 2020 to the beginning of this month. And so I have read 16 nonfiction in the past year. That was amazing. And so I'm going to show y'all the books now. Most of the books were library, and then, yeah, because I don't buy nonfiction unless it's from Dollar Tree. If I see a nonfiction that I really want to read from the Dollar Tree, I will pick it up. But most of the time, that's where my nonfictions come from, and I don't buy them from a bookstore. I don't pay full price for them. I buy them used or from a Dollar Tree. So the books I've read in November 2020 are 13 Hours, The Inside Account of What Really Happened in Benghazi by Mitchell Zukoff, Hacksaw Ridge by Boonton Herndon, Clancy's of Queens by Tara Clancy, The Rise and Fall of Charles Lindbergh by Candace Fleming, I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai, The Splendid Individual by Eric Larson, The Zookeeper's Wife by Diane Ackerman, I think. I don't remember the authors' names. Killers of the Flower Moon by David Gran. Notes from a Small Island by Bill Bryson. Women in Science and Women in Sports by Rachel Ignatowski. What's Inside a Flower, also by Rachel Ignatowski. Plus for Anastasia by John Clyer and Helen Mingay. Riding the Edge, A Love Song to Deborah by Michael Tobin. Xanadu by John Mann. And the last one, Long Way Round by Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman. For the week 1 of Nonfiction November was Rennie from What's Nonfiction, so I will be linking her channel down below. So those are the 16 books that I've read between November 2020 and November 2021. Rennie also posted some questions for week 1, so what was your favorite nonfiction of the year? And no question, The Clancy's of Queens by Tara Clancy. This is her memoir about her childhood growing up in New York. She has a big Italian family. I love her grandma. It reminded me so much of my great grandma. And yeah, so immediately after finishing this, I wanted to reread it. Haven't reread it yet, but I think that I would fly through it if I did decide to read it. And I may pick it up after I finish my Spell of the Month in Books TBR this month. So, I highly recommend this. Pick it up. Also, that's another question. What book have you recommended the most? Third question is, what was the most attractive topic that you picked up this year? And I have to go with World War II. It's always an attractive topic for me. I've read let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 nonfiction books this year about World War II. Also travel. I read 2 books just this year in 2021 about traveling the world, and anything that has to do with different countries like Russia and Mongolia. Also Xanadu. It was a travel The last question, what am I hoping to get out of Nonfiction November this year? I'm hoping to get more recommendations of books that are like underrated and not talked about, unpopular nonfiction, because nonfiction, it's not talked about on BookTube, and that's one of the things I wanted to do more of, is talk about nonfiction. And I realized that I have to read more nonfiction besides 16 books a year to talk about nonfiction. So I'm going to try to work on that. That's one of my bookish goals for 2022, is to read more nonfiction. I even made a freaking global nonfiction challenge for myself, an A to Z, and I like bombed that completely thanks to the pandemic. But 2 of the books I've read this year, or 3, 4, were for that challenge. And that was, let's see, The Zookeeper's Wife, Killers of the Flower Moon, Notes from a Small Island, The Quest for Anastasia, and Xanadu. So 5 books I read off that challenge. So, yeah. I am going to try to finish that challenge next year. That's my goal, because I want to revamp my A to Z challenges. That is it for my week 1 Nonfiction November video, my year in nonfiction. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will be linking everything else down below, who the hosts are for week 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Hit that subscribe button. So, I will see you on my next video.